In a small village, nestled between two great mountains, there lived a young man named Leo. Leo believed in one thing above all else: hard work. His father, a farmer, had told him, "The sun sees your effort and the earth rewards it." So, from the moment he could walk, Leo worked. While other children played, he helped in the fields. While others dreamed, he weeded, watered, and harvested. As he grew, Leo set his mind on a goal: to grow the biggest, most abundant pumpkin field the village had ever seen. He wanted to win the annual harvest festival competition, a dream that would bring honor to his family. When spring arrived, Leo began. He woke before the sun, his hands digging into the cool soil. He cleared his field of every single stone, his back aching by noon. He planted the finest seeds with perfect spacing, row after straight row. As the sun blazed, he carried heavy buckets of water from the distant river, making 2 trips for every 1 trip other farmers made. He pulled weeds until his fingers were stained green and raw. He watched the first tender green shoots appear and worked even harder. He built a taller fence to keep out rabbits. He woke at night to chase away insects with a lantern. He worked until his body screamed for rest, collapsing each night into a dreamless sleep, proud of his effort. Across the road lived an older farmer named Anya. She also grew pumpkins, but she worked differently. She would often be seen sitting on her porch in the morning, just watching the sky. She took long walks around her field, not pulling many weeds, but observing. She sometimes spent a whole afternoon in the village library reading old books. To Leo, she seemed lazy. "I work 3 times as hard as she does," he thought. "My victory will be sweeter for it." As summer peaked, Leo's plants were lush and green. But he noticed something strange. The leaves, though large, looked pale. The vines grew long, but only a few small flowers appeared. He panicked and worked harder. He hauled more water, made a special fertilizer from extra cow manure, and worked under the moonlight. Yet his plants seemed stressed. The few pumpkins that started were small and soft. Meanwhile, Anya's field was a picture of quiet health. Her plants were a deep, waxy green. Bright yellow flowers buzzed with bees, and already small, strong pumpkins were swelling on the vines. It made no sense to Leo. How could she succeed with so little obvious work? The final blow came a week before the festival. A sudden sickness struck Leo's patch. A white mildew spread across the leaves, wilting them. He fought it desperately with every homemade remedy he knew, but it was too late. His pumpkins were stunted, scarred, and few. The day of the harvest festival arrived. Anya's pumpkins were golden, colossal, and took first prize. Leo's were passed over without a mention. He stood at the edge of the cheering crowd, his heart a stone of dust. The very core of his belief was shattered. He had given everything: his sweat, his time, his strength. Hard work was supposed to be enough, but it wasn't. That night, defeated and empty, Leo knocked on Anya's door. She welcomed him with a kind smile, as if she had been expecting him. "Anya," Leo said, his voice breaking, "I don't understand. I worked until I had nothing left. You sat and read. You walked. How? Tell me, what secret did you use?" Anya poured 2 cups of tea and led him to her porch, overlooking her victorious field, silver in the moonlight. "Leo," she said softly, "you confused motion for progress. You believed effort in action was the same as effort in understanding. Hard work is not just what you do with your hands, it is also what you do with your mind and your eyes." She pointed to his field. "You worked so hard you never stopped to see what the field needed. You watered at noon because it fit your schedule, but the sun burned the wet leaves. You gave all the plants the same huge amount of water, drowning the roots of some. You cleared every weed, but some of those weeds were plants that brought good insects or kept the soil cool. You worked in isolation, never asking for knowledge that already existed. Leo stared, a new kind of ache forming, not in his muscles, but in his understanding. "What did you do then?" asked Leo. "I worked hard too, Leo," Anya said, "but my hardest work was first. I worked hard to learn. I read about pumpkins, what diseases they get, what companion plants help them. I worked hard to observe. I watched the weather, the insects, the soil color. I worked hard to plan. I chose a seed variety that suits our mountain climate, not just the biggest one. I planted marigolds to repel pests so I didn't have to chase them at night. I watered deeply at dawn so the plants could drink all day." She took a sip of tea. "You see, hard work is the engine, but without direction, an engine just spins its wheels, burns fuel, and goes nowhere. You need a map. That map is made of knowledge, observation, and strategy. You worked on the plants, but I worked on the system." The truth hit Leo like a cool, cleansing rain. He had been digging a hole with immense effort, but never checked if he was digging in the right place. Hard work alone was just activity. Hard work, guided by wisdom, becomes achievement. "So my hard work was wasted?" he asked, the thought painful. "Never," said Anya firmly. "You have built a discipline stronger than iron. You have a capacity for effort that is rare and powerful. That is your greatest asset. Now you must simply point that asset in the right direction. Add the head to the hands." The next spring, Leo began again, but this time he started in the winter. He worked hard in the library. He studied soil science. He talked to old gardeners. He drew plans. He observed the path of the sun across his field across seasons. When planting time came, he still woke early. He still sweated, but his actions were different. He tested his soil and added specific nutrients it lacked. He built a simple drip irrigation system from clay pots, saving him hours of hauling water and delivering it directly to the roots. He planted basil and nasturtiums among his pumpkins to attract bees and deter beetles. He created a small compost system to feed the soil naturally. He still worked tirelessly, but now his work was informed. He was responding to signals, not just following brute routine. When a problem arose, he paused, identified it, and then applied a targeted solution. That autumn, Leo's field was not just good, it was a masterpiece. The festival came again, and this time his pumpkins, uniform, vibrant, and enormous, won first prize. The crowd cheered, but the victory felt different to Leo. It wasn't a triumph of strain over the world, it was a triumph of harmony with it. After accepting the ribbon, he walked to Anya, who stood smiling in the crowd. He didn't say thank you. Instead, he held out a single perfect pumpkin seed. "The first seed of next season," he said, "for your collection." She took it, nodding. He understood. So, what is the deep lesson here? Many of us are like Leo. We believe that if we just grind longer, hustle harder, and push through the pain, success must come. We burn the midnight oil, skip rest, and equate being busy with being productive. And when success doesn't come, we feel betrayed. We think, "I worked so hard, why wasn't it enough?"